What is up everyone, my name's Al from GamesDrip, and today we're going to be taking a look at Dalforce XOP. That's right, it is a shmup and it is a homebrew. In fact, this one actually never got fully seen through to completion, but it is a good one. Let's take a look. Here we go guys, so this is it, Dalforce XOP, and it is a shmup, and to be fair, quite a shmup at that. And the reason I say that is because this was going to be one of a kind of like a budget release for the Sega Dreamcast, and unfortunately it didn't actually fully come to fruition, but I have to say, this actually is pretty decent. Now what I'd have to say absolutely off the bat is, oh my god, does this sound great. The music is so kick-ass. You know, shmups really are known for decent soundtracks, and this is certainly no exception. Now what I will say is, unfortunately, the sound effects do kind of overshadow the sort of theme, the music in the background, which is a shame, and I'm pretty sure could probably be changed in the settings, although I didn't actually check, but I'm pretty sure that could actually happen. But, you know, like I said, decent soundtrack, and the sound effects are great, they're just slightly too loud, which is a shame, but, you know, sometimes, you know, that's one of those things. And like I said, this isn't a complete game anyway. We've only got levels 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6, I believe, that are, you know, 100% playable, but, you know, for a decent shmup experience, for something that isn't actually complete, this is very, very good. Now, it kind of reminds me a little bit of a game called Slap Fight that was out on the Genesis or Mega Drive years and years ago. Actually, to be fair, it came to quite a few different platforms, mainly only in Asian territories though. But, you know, if you can see right now, this is what Slap Fight is, and you can't deny it's, you know, it's similar. Don't get me wrong, Slap Fight was a slower pace, but kind of similar. Now, as all good shmups do, then yeah, there's a big boss fight, and yeah, it's pretty damn hard. Now, as you can see, pretty much trajectories or projectiles flying left, right and centre, and they really are that hard to get away around or get around. But as you can see, life bar at the bottom for them, and you know, it doesn't take too long to defeat them, but you know, great visually. I think this is a really, it's got its own style to it. I can't really say, you know, it's not pixel art, it's not, I don't really know how to describe it. It's different, and I really do like that. The other thing is the way it literally just seamlessly goes from one level to the other. As soon as you've beaten one level, one boss, you go straight onto the other one. Now what you will notice is these little yellow things that keep kind of flying out of the enemies or kind of making their way down the screen when you basically kill someone. Well, what that does is basically boosts your kind of your times. If you look at the top left, you'll see the time, so you'll get a quicker score or a higher score a lot quicker. Really, really cool. You do also have a shield at your disposal, and you know, you've also got, that's right, you do also have special weaponry as well, which, you know, you kind of do need with some of these shoot 'em ups, because if you're kind of just using the generic weapon, it's not all that powerful. Don't get me wrong, you do get 4 different types of weaponry you can kind of choose from at the beginning, different shooting styles, etc., which is cool, gives you a bit of kind of, you know, customization, which is great. But you know, you know, choose that at your own mercy, because each one does have its own strengths and its own weaknesses. Now I did find that, the difficulty on this does get hard and kind of ramp up quite quickly. It doesn't really walk you through really, really slowly, if that makes any sense. It doesn't really hold your hand, which, is kind of good in a good way. It really depends what you want in a shmup. Do you want it to be easy? Do you want it to be hard? Oi oi. But, it's really up to it's kind of personal preference with shoot 'em ups. Everyone is different. But it really is, like I said, it's an odd looking title, but it is great. I mean, the great thing also is the fact that lives, or continues I should say, they seem to be pretty much infinite from what I can tell. Now, this might be just because it essentially is a beta or a demo or kind of a proof of concept, and it's not actually finalised. So, I think that kind of makes sense. And, with the amount of hordes of zombies or, enemies or etc. or aliens you're going to come across here, certainly not zombies, then, yeah, don't get me wrong, you're gonna need those lives and you're gonna need those power-ups, because if you don't, you're gonna find it really, really hard. The other thing I did find a little bit strange, or kind of a bit deceiving, was the land masses that you kind of go past. You kind of think you can fly over them. You will see them up and coming every now and then, kind of like rocks or a bit of scenery, and you don't actually realise that, yeah, that's right, you can't fly over them. You could either go around them, round, side, bottom, etc., but not over the top. So, yeah, you just need to be careful there. Let's put it that way. Now, what I will say are the controls in this are really, really quite forgiving. At the end of the day, some of these, if it's not an easy controllable ship, spacecraft, whatever, then you're going to have a hard time playing it. This is easy, it feels natural in the hand, it's responsive, it's only a couple buttons, exactly how shoot 'em up should be. It doesn't overcomplicate it, which is great, and why I'd say go out and take a look at Dalforce XOP, although I do see it as OXP. I'm pretty sure it's XOP for the Sega Dreamcast. There is a download link attached, so do check it out, and I hope you've liked this nice little look at Dalforce XOP for the Sega Dreamcast. Like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you all soon. Oh, by the way, I'll leave you with a bit more footage. You can now support the channel on patreon.com/gamesrip, as well as remember to like, comment and subscribe.